Welcome to Iron Arrows. This is my wife's coffee cup, and I don't normally drink coffee that looks like ice cream. I usually drink it completely dark and,
It tastes good though, doesn't it?
It does. It tastes pretty
I'll
good.
take it back.
So, anyway, so we showed you in a video before, like how we extended our garden and we put a bunch of T-posts in. We used this welded wire, and this welded wire is actually about the same price as this field fencing that we've been using. It's maybe $10
Per roll more.
per roll more than the other stuff, but it's actually a lot better quality.
And it's taller.
And it's taller. So our German Shepherd won't be able to jump that, and we're going to put stakes in the bottom so he can't try and crawl underneath it. We're putting posts in here. And then we're going to build a gate, and it's going to close onto these posts. And as you see, we're putting them in concrete so that he can't knock it over. And then we'll attach the fencing to this and wrap it all the way around. It's going to go behind the garden and on the side of the garden. And it's going to finish over there where that tree line is. So
Lots of room, hopefully.
lots of room for
plenty of grass.
Shep to run. We have been clearing land. We had some people over helping us, and we did get most of that area next to our barn cleared. We have to do a little bit more.
We have a pile here.
We have a pile, which we're going to be cutting down and making into firewood.
We've been doing it, yep.
We're putting in a wood stove into our house, maybe two, so that we can heat with wood. We've got a lot of wood here, a lot of trees. There's a lot of down trees that have been seasoning for probably a decade. We'll be pulling that out of the woods and cutting it up and making sure it's dry, and then we will burn that first, and then we're going to, next to our barn is a woodshed. We're going to fill that up and let that season for a while so that it will be able to be burned inside of our wood stoves as well. So these are the projects we're working on. So is that it, honey? Or did I get everything?
Yeah, I don't know, I just came out to
It's a random video.
check in on you while you're working hard.
I got 2.5 weeks off from work, so
Woohoo!
why rest? Just keep working. So that's what we're doing here.
Well,
And
if we ever want to go out of town, we need to make sure our dog is secure. And he kept getting out, and just want to make sure he has shelter.
That little thing.
Yeah, and that looks really beat up how it's sitting now. But usually it's because you dragged it.
Yeah.
Usually it's not quite that horrible
we're
looking.
gonna secure it a little better. I've got some self-tapping screws that I can screw into it and screw it back together. But that's a couple of years old now.
Yeah,
and
we've
been
dragged it,
moving
moved
it all
it.
over the place, and we moved it from our last property to here, and it survived somewhat.
And we basically used it as a chicken tractor. We just rolled it around every few days.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't really what it was meant for. So it's done. But this will be good because every time we go out of town for a couple of days, we come back and our dogs are just running around, which is fine. Our neighbor keeps an eye on them, feeds them, and we just don't have fences anywhere really, except for like pastures for like goats and stuff, and he doesn't get along with them. So
Yeah.
and we don't want to put him in with the chickens.
No.
So
We don't want to
So
lose
he'll
our
have his
chickens.
own
He's
area.
a German Shepherd, so yeah. If you have any questions, please put your questions in the comments below. Please comment, subscribe, press that little bell thing so you can get notified.
And like.
And
Yep,
like and
good
subscribe.
job.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
He's working hard here.
Yeah.
Getting the cement in.
So we got some concrete in there, and he's packing it
Concrete.
in so that
I think we need more water.
yeah.
There you got the
We
water.
need more water and more concrete in there.
You just mix that powder. Some people might not know how to do this. Mix that powder.
With the water.
You don't want to breathe it. So
Yeah, you
wanna-
don't want anything dusty in your lungs.
Yeah, this
ever.
stuff is concrete, so when it mixes with water, it turns hard. There's water in your lungs. I'll just say that. So you don't really want to get this into your lungs. So I hold my breath when I'm doing it, and my
Usually
son
put a shirt over.
walks
yeah.
away from me while
Yeah,
I'm doing
hold
it.
my breath.
If I'm doing a
Yeah,
lot of
good.
it, I do have a respirator and N95 masks and all of that. So
Yeah, like you use them.
anyway, I try to be careful with the silica stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, all right, that's it. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And, so these are interesting times we live in. So It's Iron Arrows, signing out.